Right now at 10, the race for Wisconsin governor. What topics took center stage at tonight's forum? And home prices rise as sales decrease. Hear what realtors are saying about it. Plus, golf for a good cause. How one long day on the course could change lives thousands of miles away.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off tonight. Trial begins today for a Galesville woman accused of child abuse and neglect. Megan Valley faces the charges after a child at her unlicensed daycare suffered scalding burns requiring surgery. It covered nearly a quarter of the child's body. The trial is scheduled for 3 days. We'll, of course, keep you updated on what happens in court. A 3-car collision on Copeland Avenue was caught on camera. Here's a look at that video now. You can see a red SUV striking a white sedan in the intersection. The red SUV then strikes a parked silver SUV. Police say there were minor injuries in the crash. Well, 7 candidates vying for Wisconsin's governorship took the stage tonight in Waukesha County. Wisdom hosted the 2026 gubernatorial candidate forum, covering topics including the legal system, immigration, environmental justice, and issues facing Wisconsin families. Each candidate delivered opening and closing statements and took questions from the moderators. Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez made her case for the state's top job.
Need somebody who's ready day one to get their agenda across the finish line. My outside experience as well as Lieutenant Governor prepares me well to manage something as large as the state government.
Former Lieutenant Governor and Senate candidate Mandela Barnes also addressed why he is running.
As things have gotten increasingly more difficult, folks want to know who is going to show up, who is going to put in that fight for them. And I'm proud to have always taken on the tough fights.
And for more on tonight's forum, visit news8000.com. Well, Wisconsin home prices are up, but home sales are down. The Wisconsin Realtors Association reports median home prices rose 7% over the last year, hitting $352,000 statewide. But sales dropped nearly 3% as affordability hits its lowest level in more than a year.
We lack inventory in that under 300,000, which is a first-time home buyers range. You don't see home buyers, first-time home buyers out there buying $500,000+ homes.
Homes are spending less time on the market, which is a sign the demand is still there. Gubernatorial candidate Missy Hughes announcing her campaign is suspended. In a press release sent out today, she says she'll continue to serve the state of Wisconsin, just not as governor. She says, quote, "Leadership is about making choices. Having thought long and hard about the qualities and proven experience I think are important to be governor, I believe that one person is best positioned to lead the state in this next period," end quote. Hughes is now endorsing candidate Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers responding to that news, saying in part, quote, "I'm not surprised, not with Missy per se, but when I ran for office the first time against Scott Walker, there were 20 of us running at the same time. People that feel that they're not going to be competitive, they get out. And I see that happening here." The governor also kicking off his 7th annual Pothole Patrol Tour in Onalaska today. It's highlighting the state's push to fix Wisconsin's roads. Evers stopped on 3rd Avenue North this afternoon alongside state transportation and local public works officials.
It's a safety issue. It's the main way of getting through or within the state of Wisconsin, and so we have to continue to invest in it.
Now, since taking office in 2019, the Evers administration says it has improved more than 9,600 miles of roads and 2,400 bridges statewide. And a few traffic alerts for your evening commute this week. Alternating lane closures are underway at Mormon Coulee Road and Losey Boulevard for traffic signal reconstruction. The intersection will remain drivable throughout the project. and that's expected to wrap up by September 4th. And northbound traffic on South Avenue between Green Bay Street and 7th South Street will be detoured. The stretch is expected to reopen June 30th. A local man is taking on a golf challenge few people would ever attempt. News 8 Now's Jadius McGee joins us in the studio with what he's hoping to accomplish. Jadius.
Yeah, Bob Newberry, a Rotary Club member, hopes a long day on the golf course can make a difference thousands of miles away. Retired Winona State professor Bob Newberry teed off early Monday morning with the goal of playing 200 holes of golf in just 12 hours. The 70-year-old is estimated to walk over 30 miles on the course as he takes on the challenge, something supporters say takes a special kind of determination.
He's got the right attitude. You know, he's got it in his mind. This is something he wanted to do and try. It's pretty amazing what he's trying to do.
The challenge is part of a fundraising effort to purchase digital x-ray equipment for Chihoni Medical Health Center in Tanzania. Newberry says access to that equipment can help doctors identify and treat conditions that might otherwise go undiagnosed.
A child that doesn't get a properly set limb, they're disabled the rest of their lives. And we take it for granted here. So the motivation comes pretty straightforward. You know, we've got it pretty good here. Give a little bit back.
And to wrap it up, Bob finished the day with 142 holes. The fundraiser hopes to raise more than $100,000 for the project. Donors can contribute through pledges or direct donations. Reporting live in the studio, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Jadius. The Altra Foundation held its 4th annual golf tournament. The tournament teed off at 10 with raffles and a silent auction. The funds raised help provide scholarships for students. Last year, they raised $60,000 with hopes to bring in the same amount this year.
The Altra Foundation has been around for a while, and we've actually given out almost 300 scholarships over the years, totaling over $300,000.
And that outing wrapped up with a dinner and awards celebration. Well, as you can see, it was a nice start to the first week of summer. Some slight chances of rain, though, starting tomorrow, Art.
Yeah, but you probably get around in as you get into finish out by 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So get out and enjoy that. Right now, it's quiet and cool. It'll be that way up through most of the morning and into the early afternoon as well. Then we'll see some showers coming in as we get into the late day as well. Right now, 65 degrees for La Crosse. We're also holding on to east-northeast winds around 3 miles per hour, so they're light. We're also seeing temperatures currently in the 50s and some 60s, so a little bit comfortable. You may need a light jacket. Holding on to 79 degrees as you go into Eau Claire. Showers coming in around the 2 o'clock time slot there and carrying over to 6 o'clock and into the evening hours. While Eau Claire, I should say La Crosse on the other hand, 80 degrees for you. Temperatures with some sunshine, 50s, 60s, and maybe some 70s to 80. We'll also see that rainfall kick in around the 4 o'clock time slot. It's about a 20% chance of picking it up in the overnight hours at 90, 40 as we get into Wednesday. And as we finish out going on to a Wednesday, we're looking at a low risk for severe weather as you get into the southeastern portion of the region as well. So I'll have a little bit more of a conversation about that when I return back to you.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Art.
Sure.
Amplify Health by Gunderson cut the ribbon this morning on their Mondovi Clinic solar array. This is the healthcare system's first clinic serving the Chippewa Valley, offering a net zero facility. Amplify says they're committed to making efficient use of their clinics.
We saw the opportunity, and so we jumped on that, and then we saw the opportunity for ground mount solar. So Amplify tends to do solar and energy efficiency anywhere that we can.
And some services provided include routine exams, medication management, chronic condition management, minor illnesses, and injuries. A Reedstown resident showed off a one-of-a-kind project this evening, a Model A Ford he built entirely by hand. Ernest Kramer shared the story behind his hand-built Model A at the Reedstown Public Library. Attendees got an up-close look under the hood and learned about the craftsmanship behind building a classic car from scratch.
I drew a picture of the way it looks now when I was in high school in 1966 in study hall. And it took me 50 years to get it built.
The free event was open to the public, drawing community members of all ages. Still to come, Iran deal discussion, why the vice president says progress was made. Plus, summer retail deals are here, the discounts that are already live.
to 60% off list at the 4th of July blowout at Slumberland. Get this sofa for just $3.99 and add on the chair for just $99. Get a Sealy mattress for just $4.99. Pay no interest for up to 60 months with approved credit at Slumberland.
We are the Dillos. We are from Northern Kentucky. Being out in a rural area, coverage is pretty hit and miss with other carriers, so switching to T-Mobile solved a lot of problems that we had.
I'm able to use T-Satellite now. When you need to communicate, you can communicate.
America's best network meets off-the-grid satellite coverage with T-Satellite. Plus, over the past 5 years, T-Mobile customers had the lowest wireless bills versus Verizon and AT&T, and enjoy a 5-year price guarantee on experience plans.
The value that we get with T-Mobile is excellent.
Is your concrete cracked, stained, or darkening your space? Here at River Valley Floor Shield, we provide a concrete coating that turns that dark and damaged space into a durable, weather-resistant surface that matches your home perfectly. We are looking for limited home orders to take place in our Concrete Glow Up Special, where they will receive 25% off the project in a new space they're proud of. Call today to see if you qualify.
Up to 60% off list at Slumberland. Get the Sealy mattress just $4.99. Save up to $800 on select mattress sets. Pay no interest for 60 months on Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. Our big 4th of July sale at Slumberland.
Developing news, Vice President J.D. Vance returned from Switzerland after 18 hours of Iran negotiations, where he says progress was made. Vance says Iran agreed to allow nuclear inspectors and establish a direct communication line over the Strait of Hormuz. The Treasury Department is temporarily lifting restrictions to let Iran sell oil, citing progress in the talks.
We set up the mechanism to ensure not only the Straits of Hormuz are open, but will stay open. We think about 15 million barrels of oil come out. That's one of the reasons why oil is so low right now.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio heads to the Middle East this week to discuss the deal and safe transit through the Strait of Hormuz. Well, shoppers are getting those credit cards ready. Major retailers are offering deep discounts this week. Consumers are expected to shell out more than $26 billion this week in online shopping. Amazon moved up its Prime Day from the usual July slot to this week. Walmart, Best Buy, and Target offer deals starting today.
June is a really good opportunity to get some swimwear, some summer clothes, to take advantage of inventory that didn't sell during Father's Day. What I don't want you to do is go for a grill or patio furniture. Wait until early fall, because that's when the season ends.
Now just make sure to remember the golden rule of shopping: don't buy what you don't need. Clive Davis, a music industry icon who launched or revived the careers of stars including Janis Joplin, Carlos Santana, Bruce Springsteen, Alicia Keys, and Whitney Houston, just to name a few, has died at the age of 94. CBS News correspondent Jared Hill reports from New York on the record producer's life and legacy.
Early in his career, Clive Davis vaulted from record company lawyer to one of the most powerful forces in music. Over more than half a century, Davis signed artists including Carrie Underwood, Kelly Clarkson, and Billy Joel.
With no training in music,
none. In 2022, CBS Mornings co-host Gayle King asked the 5-time Grammy winner about his rise to the top.
Did you think you'd be good at this?
I never thought I would have a musical ear. I never thought I'd have a natural gift. No way.
Davis signed Whitney Houston to his Arista record label when she was just a teenager, helping to propel her to superstardom. Houston had been set to appear at Davis's annual pre-Grammy Awards gala in 2012, but was found dead in a Los Angeles hotel room just hours before the event.
She was so looking forward to life, so looking forward to making another album, that to this day, it, shakes me up to realize the power of drugs.
Some artists were already legends when they joined forces with Davis, including Aretha Franklin.
One of the most nurturing, satisfying relationships that I've had from music was with Aretha.
Despite having no musical training, Davis earned the nickname the man with the golden ears.
It's a gift that I found I had that I never knew I had, whether it's an artist or a song.
He recalled the time Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel played Bridge Over Troubled Water for him. Davis said he told the duo it would be the album's first single, adding it remained his favorite song. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
And in recent decades, he donated millions of dollars to NYU's Clive Davis Institute of Recorded Music. We'll have more news ahead, but first.
And we have some rainstorms coming in tomorrow as we go right into Wednesday as well. Then cooler conditions for part of the week. Then we'll finish out the week with some more heat on the way with temperatures in the 80s and 90s. We'll talk about that when I return in just a bit.
We're a team you can trust and we're local. We see our members out in the public all the time. Want to be able to look them in the eye and know that we did right by them.
Firefighters Credit Union.
For real deals and real people, you come to Black River Furniture Outlet. Shop upholstery from Ashley, Catnapper, and Best Home Furnishings. Try sofas, love seats, and recliners in power or manual. Need a lift? Affordably priced lift chairs. Decorate your dining room with a new table set. Make your sleep better with a new mattress or adjustable base. Dressers, chests, and nightstands to pick from. Laid on a new rug, multiple sizes available. We now offer 6 to 12-month financing. Summer-long sidewalk sales, family and veteran-owned, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning has kept homes running smooth for generations with our Gold Star maintenance program.
Now is a great time to schedule an annual maintenance or upgrade to a new Carrier air conditioning or heat pump system.
You can even apply for financing directly on our website. It's a quick, easy process. Our team of experts are ready to put you and your home in complete comfort. Visit us online or give us a call today.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is our business.
On the frontier of flavor, a crispy fan favorite returns. Mexi Rolls are back for a limited time with mouth-watering West Mex flavors made in-house daily. Roll in before they ride off, only at Taco John's.
Shopping for your next car or truck? Get more with Maury's. At Maury's Auto Group, more isn't extra. It's just what we do. More transparency, more clarity, more trust, and more value with Maury's More Care program, which includes complimentary first year of maintenance on new vehicles and complimentary powertrain warranty on pre-owned vehicles. That's real peace of mind long after you drive off the lot. Find your more at Maury'sAuto.com. Get more with Maury's.
Your home, a place of comfort and safety, could be trying to tell you something. Interior cracks, sloping floors, hard to open doors and windows are all signals of foundation failure that you can't ignore. Choose American Waterworks.
We're a team you can trust and we're local. We see our members out in the public all the time. Want to be able to look them in the eye and know that we did right by them.
Everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
About it. Quiet and cool conditions. It's really nice and pleasant out there. Like I said, you take a light jacket and enjoy the rest of the evening as well. Then we get into a few more clouds kind of sneaking in right now. We're supposed to have clouds kind of backing off for a tail bit, but you're going to see them gradually build in as we have this system. Once again, the short wave is going to be coming our way, coming up from Canada as well, working its way toward us. And as it does, cooler air is going to eventually try to get into the area, but then it's going to cause a ridge. The ridge continues on. As we get into it, we're going to be seeing that ridge actually bring in some cooler air behind it. Now, there's the moisture that comes in for Tuesday. You can see this continuing on, comes a little bit closer to us by the 5 o'clock time slot is showing. This thing has changed so many times, man. We're going to hold on how this all shapes up with the rainfall coming in with light to moderate rain. It continues to go through Eau Claire down towards Black River Falls by the 6 o'clock time slot. So most of the folks up here are going to be in the rainfall as they go through the evening commute. Then you'll see some light moisture come down to the south by Winona, then to La Crosse. A little light shower activities as well, but you'll still see the bulk of this moisture up along I-94 going to Black River Falls, Eau Claire, and Russell. Ross County up there as well, and everybody in between. And then that continues to go right back down towards Sparta, as well as Winona, getting into Red Wing. You also have this in areas by Galesville, getting into Holman as well for some light to moderate showers. So please be aware of that as you get into it. Now we have more of this wind coming in from the south. We've got the Black River Falls rainfall continuing to stretch out of the region, gradually opening up the skies for Eau Claire gradually by 9:55 on Tuesday. Once we get through the 10 o'clock hour going towards midnight, the rain kind of drops down from La Crosse all the way down into areas right by Vernon County, going to Crawford County as well, bringing in some light to moderate showers. Maybe a storm or two may try to get in here, but for now that seems to have backed off the map here. We'll also find ourselves getting into the overnight hours with clearing skies up to the north. And then check this out. We get in some light moisture up to the north. Nothing to write home about. But then we get all the way into the afternoon. Eventually we're going to be seeing an area of low pressure sneak in, and it's going to bring in the possibility of an area of low pressure that's going to grab this moisture and start to swirl around. And it will keep some of this moisture in with us all the way from Eau Claire down to here. Now, what I showed you earlier this evening, this is much different. Now we're seeing a lot less moisture in the area. It's down to about a 40% chance of that happening. We finish out and we have a low risk of severe weather right down to the southwestern quadrant. You've got Richland Center in there, okay? Richland County. You've got also getting into Vernon County, portions of Crawford County as well. It's going all up to Juneau County and into Monroe County with some shower activity. Also portions of areas right by in Jackson County as well. We're looking at least maybe up to an inch or two, maybe a couple of inches by the time we get into the next 7 days, bringing us all that moisture down to at least about a quarter of an inch to a half an inch in the forecast. So that's how that all plays out. We go into the temperatures on the cool side Thursday all the way to Saturday, and that's because that colder air I was talking about moving in from Canada. So we'll also see that continue on for areas for both La Crosse and Eau Claire, where temperatures are going to be in the 70s and the low 80s in the forecast. Guiding into this, though, once we get into Wednesday, similar conditions. Those 80s for us here locally, and then we'll get right back into those 70s and for everyone else. We'll get back into the areas around for the next few days, my friends, where it's going to be a lot more comfortable once we get into Saturday. We'll see some low 80s in the forecast eventually, but Sunday, Emily, I got to tell you, we're looking at maybe some 80s, upper 80s, the 90s in the forecast leading into next week as well, with some showers as well, too.
It looks like it might consistently start feeling like summer. No more of these drops, hopefully. All right, thank you, Art. Coming up next in sports, the latest on the Giannis trade rumors as the NBA draft closes in, plus action from Copeland Park as the Loggers were going for their 5th straight win. Kate is in next with the highlights.
Is your toilet outdated, uncomfortable, or constantly clogging? Upgrade today with a professionally installed Kohler toilet from Maxwell White. Our best-selling Kohler fan line comes in various heights for better comfort and accessibility. Trust the toilet experts at Maxwell White. Plumbing done right. Call today.
Chevy Silverado drivers will do a lot in the next 5 years. For their families, for their communities. But here's one thing they won't do. Pay interest on their new truck. Just announced, for a limited time, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Take on new adventures, make new memories, and leave the interest behind.
Visit HometownChevy.com.
Get an 11% rebate on your project at Menards. For over 65 years, Menards has been the destination for post-frame buildings. They go up fast and are a durable, low-maintenance solution for extra storage, more workspace, and to protect your equipment. Get a free estimate on the building of your dreams with our Design and Buy program, in-store or on Menards.com. Plus, get an 11% rebate on your post-frame building, now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
How to bring generations together. Start by splashing together. Maybe go on a ride together. See stuff together. Or do something different altogether. Spend the day together. Spend the whole week together. Call it a get-together. Put this thing, those things, and that thing together. Hey, this vacation is really coming together. You know what they say, a family that plays together. Well, you could put 2 and 2 together. Wisconsin Dells, come together. Go to wisdells.com and start planning your trip to the water park capital of the world today.
Working with Maxwell White was amazing. They were professional, answered all of my questions.
I give Maxwell White my highest possible recommendation.
Maxwell White did a fabulous job on our shower. 5-star plumbing service done right.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports.
The Loggers have been on fire, currently on a 4-game winning streak entering the day and hold a 2.5-game lead in their division. If they finish the first half of the season at the top of the standings, then they will clinch a playoff spot. Let's go to Copeland Park. The Loggers taking on the Green Bay Rockers this evening. A pitching duel early on. Miles Dismute on the mound for La Crosse, and he was dealing. Striking out the side in the second inning. He would finish with 9 Ks in 6 innings pitched with no earned runs. The Loggers wouldn't get their first hit until the 4th inning. Gelson Johnson with a single into right field, and that would spark a rally. A few batters later, Eli Small gets one down the line in left. A run scores on the RBI double. Loggers strike first. Later in the inning, now 2-0. Bases loaded for Steven Chukka, and he pops one out to left field. Now it's going to be caught, but a run scores on the sacrifice fly, and that was the boost La Crosse needed as they would go on to win big 12-2. Big Woo back for the Brewers tonight, and he was lights out. Brandon Woodruff would go 6 innings pitched, striking out a season-high 10 batters while giving up just 1 hit with 0 walks. Talk about a great return. This game was scoreless after 9, but in the 10th, Brewers finally strike. Joey Ortiz, a deep fly to right field. That ball is caught, but Bauer scores on the sac fly to make it 1-0. Then on the next batter, Garrett Mitchell, he's going to come in to score on the wild pitch. That would make it 2-0, and they needed it because the Reds would get one back, but the Brewers would close it out. They gave up just 2 hits all game. They take it 2-1, the final. Game 1 in Minnesota as the Twins hosting the Dodgers. Minnesota falling a little short tonight as they couldn't get the offense going. 2-1 in favor of LA. Well, we are 24 hours away from the NBA draft, and Giannis' watch continues. The 2-time NBA MVP has been rumored to be traded before Tuesday, but until a deal is done, he will remain in Milwaukee. Here's what we do know. According to NBA insider Shams Charania, he says the deal will get done before tomorrow's draft. The Bucks are weighing 2 different trade packages, currently one from the Boston Celtics, one from the Miami Heat. We won't know what the exact trades are until the deal is finalized, but they're said to be 2 very different types of packages. Now, it's not even a guarantee a trade does happen. It could happen after the draft or even sometime next season. But if the Bucks don't trade him or sign him to a contract extension, then they risk losing him in free agency with no return. Speaking of the NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks coming in with the 10th overall pick tomorrow. It's their first time picking inside the top 10 since 2016. But this is a good year to have it as it's a very deep draft class. The Bucks aren't really going to know who to take until they see who is available at 10, but some names to look out for include Braden Burries, a guard from Arizona who can help run the offense. Nate Ament, a forward from Tennessee, 6'10", can handle the ball, shoot off the dribble, and has the size, but just not as polished as some of the other guys. Or maybe the Bucks take a chance on Kareem Lopez, a 6'8" forward from Mexico who is playing professional ball in Europe at just 14 years old. Again, a lot of good prospects out there. It's hard to tell where Milwaukee will go until they see who's in front of them. And about an hour ago, it's not the honest trade, but the Minnesota Timberwolves are sending 3-time All-Star Julius Randle and their 28th pick in Tuesday's NBA draft to the Brooklyn Nets as part of a 3-team trade. Minnesota will get the 33rd pick in tomorrow's draft in return, but the big reason for the trade was to move on from Randle's salary in hope of replacing him with someone else. Because of the move, Minnesota also gains a $33 million trade exception, which means they have a chance at adding another piece to help them down the line. A reminder, the World Cup continuing throughout the week, and on Thursday, the United States will take the field for their final group stage game against Turkey. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we know inspiration's in full swing this time of year. So bring us your wild ideas and we'll bring the value on the quality supplies you need to make it happen at unbeatably low prices. Right now, during our lawn care sale, your choice of Estate Weed and Feed or lawn fertilizer, $5 off. 20% off assorted wiper blades. And 5 quarts of Valvoline full synthetic motor oil, $4 off. Find value on everything to do your thing. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Gear up for Quick Trip's Mountain Dew Quick Climb. Now through August 16th, play each day for free in your Quick Rewards app and score bonus plays with every eligible item you grab. Every day, someone's cashing in. So open the app and get climbing. Win big with Quick Trip's Mountain Dew Quick Climb.
It's amazing all the work that goes into growing this little guy. The research you've done over the past decades is critical to grow a good quality crop.
The UW-Madison has developed light casts to help farmers manage leaf blight before it takes root in potato fields.
I can't really overstate how important that is.
What's at stake isn't just the crop in the ground, it's the sustainability of your family farm.
This partnership really makes me proud to be a Wisconsin farmer.
One Wisconsin on Wisconsin.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra, with the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra, leading where it matters most. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. During GMC Truck Month, get 0% APR for 5 years on 2026 Sierra 1500 models. Plus, no monthly payments for 130 days.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
Nothing bothered Biscuit more than stopping to switch from specs to sunglasses. Nora felt the same. So her optometrist, Dr. Sandra, made their walk smoother with these convenient lenses that automatically adjust with the light. You're welcome, Biscuit. Shopco Optical. Nora focused since 1987. People focused since 1978.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The world's largest kite festival took over the beaches of Denmark this weekend, and the skies above were hard to miss. More than 5,000 kite flyers from 26 countries gathered on the island of Fano, launching an estimated 25,000 kites in the air. The kites ranged from giant sharks and fantasy creatures to house-sized artistic creations. Now, what a sight that is. But you got to wonder how many of those actually got caught up in one another. I'd imagine quite a few with that many out there flying, but pretty nonetheless. All right, Art has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Stay updated while you scroll. Follow us on Instagram at WKDT News 8.
We're here for those who build America. Those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow. Who will drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are, you should pay what we pay.
Now get employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing. You pay what we pay. Only from your local Ford dealer.
Is your concrete cracked, stained, or darkening your space? Here at River Valley Floor Shield, we provide a concrete coating that turns that dark and damaged space into a durable, weather-resistant surface that matches your home perfectly. We are looking for limited home orders to take place in our concrete blow-up special, where they will receive 25% off the project in a new space they're proud of. Call today to see if you qualify.
What if home felt like a getaway every single day? At Eagle Crest North Senior Living, it can. Relax with coffee in the Botanical Garden. Meet your neighbor in the game room for pool and shuffleboard. Stay fit in the Modern Fitness Center. Or play around on the indoor golf simulator. It's effortless living for those 55 and better. Eagle Crest North Senior Living is now open. Limited availability. Schedule your tour today.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face, when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
You've worked hard to build your business. Your systems, your customer data, your financial records. They're the backbone of your success. But without proper cybersecurity, they're vulnerable. 3RT Networks provides reliable protection, 24/7 monitoring, and customized security solutions designed for businesses just like yours. Because downtime isn't just inconvenient, it's expensive. Protect what you've built. 3RT Networks, your local partner for safer IT.
All right, we talked about cooler conditions coming back again for Thursday, going into possibly Friday, and maybe even Saturday as well. We get right into it. You see those cool conditions through Wednesday, going to Thursday as well. Then we take a look all the way into Friday and possibly Saturday. It's a little bit extra warming coming back again. So Saturday may change and kind of show you up. But right now, they're going to be seeing temperatures in the 60s, 70s, and the 80s once you go from the morning all the way into the afternoon, evening. We'll see those 80s and 90s on the way to go through the weekend as well.
Because we got a good stretch of days there to get outside, enjoy, maybe get the grill before that rain comes back.
That is true. We do have a few of those. Yep. All right, looks good. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.